Today I have another epic brunch recipe for you today, a strawberry monkey bread. This is so easy and you're not gonna wanna miss it. Hey everyone, it's Dorothy with crazyforcrust.com and welcome back to my kitchen. We're talking brunch today with monkey bread. Monkey bread is a classic recipe and I'm making a twist of it today and adding strawberries. And I'm making a simple glaze using a secret ingredient that it's gonna blow your mind. For more delicious desserts and easy recipes, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Now let's get in the kitchen. This is just an easy monkey bread recipe. I make a very similar recipe multiple times a year because it's a favorite in our house. It starts off with Pillsbury Grands biscuits. Make sure you buy the Grands, the bigger ones. Now I'm using 2 cans of the Grands biscuits, and I'm going to slice each of them into 4 pieces. You could make them in 6 pieces if you prefer, but just put them into a bowl while you're slicing, and then I'm going to add them to a large gallon-sized Ziploc bag. So first I'm going to add my sugar and cinnamon. So you're gonna add 1/2 cup of granulated sugar and a teaspoon of ground cinnamon to your plastic bag. Then just kind of shake the bottom a little bit to stir that together. And then add those chopped biscuits into the bag. This makes an easy cleanup for shaking those together. So just add all of those biscuit pieces. Try and break them up if you can, because otherwise you're gonna have big chunks of biscuits that don't have cinnamon sugar all over them. But go ahead and put them into your Ziploc bag and then make sure to seal it because you don't wanna make a mess. Seal it all the way up. I like to squeeze the air out and then go ahead and just shake these, kind of manipulating it so that you can get all those pieces separated and get cinnamon sugar goodness all over every single piece of that biscuit dough. And this is just, again, this is a great way. You can do this ahead of time and just store it in the refrigerator overnight. So it'd be a quick morning breakfast. I do this all the time ahead of time, but just shake that until you get all those pieces nice and coated with that cinnamon sugar. And then I'm gonna add 1/2 of the biscuits into a bundt pan that's been sprayed with nonstick cooking spray. So you're gonna put 1/2 the biscuit pieces in the pan, and then we're going to layer that with strawberries. You need about 2 cups of chopped strawberries. And I'm adding strawberries to this for a nice spring or summer twist. I've been asked, don't they make everything soggy? But no, they don't. Don't worry about that. The strawberries just add tons of flavor. You could also add blueberries to this or raspberries or any of your favorite fruit. Then add the rest of your biscuit pieces and the rest of your strawberries. It'll be a nice mixed up mixture in the pan. Now we're gonna make that topping of the monkey bread, which is uses 3/4 cup of melted unsalted butter along with 1 cup of packed brown sugar. And just stir that together. It won't completely combine together because the brown sugar is not gonna melt into it, but go ahead and just stir it together as much as possible. And then you're going to just pour that over the cinnamon rolls and the strawberries in the pan. Just pour it evenly as much as possible. Spread it around with your spoon if you need to. That makes that gooey carameliness of the monkey bread. And then you're gonna bake this at 350. It's gonna take 40 to 50 minutes to bake until it's nice and golden brown. Now, once it's out of the oven, you wanna turn this out after just a few minutes. Let it sit in the pan for maybe 5-10 minutes max, and then you wanna turn it out onto your serving plates. Otherwise, all that sugar will caramelize and it'll stick in your pan. Be careful when doing this. You don't wanna spill all over the place. Just make sure you are using a really large plate. You just place it on the top and then carefully using your oven mitt so you don't burn yourself, just flip it over and then carefully remove that pan. Again, use your oven mitt so you don't burn your fingers. And you have the perfect monkey bread. It'll come out perfect. And now it's time to make the secret ingredient glaze for this. The secret ingredient is, wait for it, coffee creamer. That's right, I'm using sweet cream coffee creamer to make the glaze for this. You can use any flavor coffee creamer that you want. I love the Italian sweet cream. It's my favorite one. And also, if you don't have coffee creamer, you can just substitute milk or non-dairy milk. For the glaze, I've got 2 tablespoons of unsalted softened butter in there, along with 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. And I'm using about 2 tablespoons of that sweet cream coffee creamer. You can use any flavor coffee creamer. You can use any brand if you want. You might need to add a little bit less or a little bit more depending on how thin or thick you want it. I added it to a Ziploc bag and I'm cutting off one tip here so I can drizzle it, but you could also just frost it. It's up to you. Again, you can use any flavor of this. If you don't have the coffee creamer, go ahead and just use milk, non-dairy milk, regular milk, and add a little bit of vanilla extract to give it that nice vanilla flavor. And then just frost the monkey bread, and it is time to serve it. This is best served warm. It is so good for brunch. I make this every year. Monkey bread is a huge hit in our house. I'm gonna drizzle that glaze all over the top. This is kind of one of those things you can pull it apart or you can slice it. It's the perfect brunch recipe for any holiday. Now, should I make more recipes with coffee creamer? Leave me a comment and let me know, and keep watching for even more breakfast recipes.